Hey, welcome to our studio at OsteoStrong here in Fort Lauderdale. Are you ready for a lesson? Come on, let's start. First, we're going to start with the whole body vibration plate. We're going to do this for about 2 minutes, and here we do different types of exercises. So the machine is vibrating at 30 hertz, and what that's doing is helping me to upregulate human growth hormone, also causing all of my spinal reflexes to fire, and this is going to prep me to do my loading devices. All right, so that's 2 minutes. Now let's move to our upper growth trigger device, and there I am triggering all the muscles, bones, ligaments, and tendons of my upper kinetic chain. So I'll be doing that here. And this machine doesn't move. What I'm going to be doing here, and what our session coaches do, is that they're positioning you in the proper angle. All right, so I'm going to do this movement twice. The first time I'm going to do it, I am going to do it about 30% of my strength. Take a deep breath and exhale. I'm going to be pushing my hands outward. Good, and I made sure that I did the movement slowly, that I stayed within my comfort zone, and it felt good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my maximum effort now. I'm gonna take a deep breath, I'm gonna exhale, and I'm gonna push slowly with my arms out. And I have done 3.4 multiples of my body weight. So that's about 550 pounds of force that I've applied through my bones. I have just triggered osteogenesis in my upper kinetic chain. So let's move on to the next one. So we're moving on to our lower growth trigger. And here I am going to be taking off my high heels. So I am going to place my feet on the metal pad in front of me. So I'm going to be pushing my legs outward and pushing my back into the seat. And again, I'm going to do this movement 2 times. I'm going to take a deep breath. On my exhale, the first movement I'm doing is about 30% of my maximum force, because I want to make sure that I'm comfortable. And our session coaches are trained to cue you to always stay comfortable. And that felt really good. So now I'm ready to exert my maximum force. So here I go. I'm going to take a deep breath, and I'm going to push slowly with my legs. And I'm going to push to my maximum. And there it goes. So I have now triggered osteogenesis in my lower kinetic chain. So all the bones, muscles, ligaments, and tendons of my lower body. And then we're moving on to the core growth trigger. Follow me. So I'm going to be doing the core growth trigger, and here I'm going to be triggering osteogenesis in the core part of my body. So I'm going to be engaging my abdominal muscles as I'm going through the movement. Okay. Again, all of our session coaches are trained to measure you, make sure you're in the proper position. These devices, my profile is already in here, so it knows what position I was in last time. Again, I'm going to do the movement 2 times. I'm going to take a deep breath, exhale, and engage my core. And I only want to do about 30% of my max for this first test push. And that felt good. I was comfortable, so I am ready to give it my all. I'm going to take a deep breath again and go ahead and start engaging my abdominal muscles. I'm going to be pulling down on those bars with my abs. And I have finished. I reached my max. And my max today was 310 pounds. So again, I have triggered that osteogenesis. So my body is now going through an adaptive response. My brain is saying, hey, we need to do something about this because this is a lot of force that's being put through her body that normally she doesn't put herself through. So that osteogenesis is going to create that healthy bone and muscle tissue. So now we move on to our postural growth trigger. Okay, so this is our postural growth trigger now. And mind you, I never took off my jacket. You don't have to take off or be in any particular kind of clothing because you don't sweat, and it only takes about 15 minutes. So people come here between their lunch breaks or after work or before work. So in the postural growth trigger, I am triggering all the bones, muscles, ligaments, and tendons of my back and my core. And I'm going to be doing this also barefooted because it can affect my ankle. So I'm going to take off my high heels. And we always disinfect every surface after every use. So I don't have to feel uncomfortable with stepping where somebody else had stepped if I'm doing it barefooted. I can also do it in flat shoes or socks too. All right, I'm going to do this movement twice, just like I did before. I'm going to bend my knees. The first one is going to be that test pull. Make sure that I have proper alignment. And that felt good. So I'm ready now to give it my all. Session coaches are with you every step of the way, so they're constantly monitoring your position and measuring your angles. So again, I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to start initiating the movement. I'm driving with my legs. And I have now triggered an adaptive response for osteogenesis. So my brain is actually working for me, and it'll continue to work in producing healthy bone and muscle tissue over the next week. So you only have to do this once a week, and it takes about 10 or 15 minutes. Next we're going to be doing is the vibration again, and that's to neuropotentiate our bodies. Okay, so now we are doing the whole body vibration plate again, and we are doing this for something called Neuro Potentiation. So I have just triggered an adaptive response from my brain, and what I'm doing here is I'm re-establishing all of those, or reinforcing all of those new pathways. So I'm going to be doing a lot of hand-eye coordination movements here, balance activities, and again I'm wearing my high heels, which I typically don't recommend because unless you have really good balance on the plate, it's going to be a little bit harder, right? But flat shoes, barefooted, and we want to do all different types of activities, and I'll do this for 2 minutes. Okay, I'm ready to turn it off now. And that's it. So that is the entire circuit. So we do whole body vibration, the 4 triggering devices, and whole body vibration. Now, I'm going to show you one of my favorite things to do here at the studio. It's a recovery modality that we offer, and it's called red light. Come on. So what is my favorite recovery modality? It's the Joovv. This here has near infrared and red light properties. So what it's doing is actually helping to produce collagen, which is not only good for your skin, but also good for recovery. It also helps with energy production. And this is the only place that you're not going to be with a session coach, because in order for the light to penetrate into your internal organs, you need to be exposed. So if you excuse me, I need a little privacy. Wow, that was incredible. That red light is really something that helps to re-energize, give you that energy boost that we all need. And if that's not enough, here at the studio we offer a second form of recovery modality called the PEMF, so pulsating electromagnetic field therapy. So pulsating electromagnetic field therapy, what that does for you is that it shoots pulsating magnetic waves through your body, and it helps to detox your cells. It also helps with decreasing inflammatory response. So a lot of our members say that they have experienced a decrease of pain and swelling throughout their bodies, their back, their joints. So you're here for about 8 minutes, and I'm just going to relax now. That was amazing, you guys. Something to try for sure. And there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for letting me walk you through my personal session. What I did today was I triggered my brain to produce an adaptive response, and that adaptive response is for osteogenesis. So as I stand here, I am in the process of developing new, healthy bone and muscle tissue that's going to improve my bone density, improve my posture, my strength, my balance. And I also did my favorite form of recovery modality, which is the Juve, the red light. So I'm getting all those benefits of collagen production, energy production, rejuvenation, and I finished with the PEMF. So cell detoxification, decreasing inflammatory response, decreasing any aches or pains that I may have. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call me. I'm Sandy, owner at OsteoStrong here in Fort Lauderdale. I look forward to meeting you soon.